सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. In this universe, we experience so many objects which are live and non-alive. Live means beings with sentiency. We call them as species. Non-alive objects are insentient, which are experienced by the live beings. Alive and non-alive. Non-alive are meant for live beings. In Sanskrit, we call them as Bhokta, Bhogyam, experiencer and experienced. This is broadly we are seeing the world. Experiencer and experienced. This experiencer, live beings, in lakhs and lakhs of varieties of species. These live beings are in a numerous number. Among those live beings, 84 lakhs of species. We, the NAISHKARMYASIDDHI students, also come under one live category of beings. The live category of beings, the crown of this creation is human being. This human being, apart from other live entities or beings, there is a difference. Even though the desire, Ichha, is common to all the species. Desire is common to all species. Main desire is Chut Pipasa, Ahara and Daha. Chut Pipasa, desire for food, desire for water. The main intrinsic desire. This is called Ichha. Intrinsic means which is inevitable, very common. Intrinsic is that which is common, universal, natural. This Ichha for food and water, main desire. To fulfill this desire, the species want to get something from outside. It is called a Vishaya. Food is a Vishaya. Water is a Vishaya. Vishaya means object. So main basic intrinsic desire for food and water, why it is basic? Why it is fundamental? Why it is natural? It is natural because without that food and water, this human species or any species cannot survive. For the survival of this body, every species has got intrinsic desire or ichcha for a vishaya, that is food and water. Now let us come to human beings, the one who is the crown of this creation. We focus on that species, human being. Other beings have got only instinctive, basic desires. Instinctive, intrinsic, programmed desires for other living beings. But human being is not instinctive. What do you mean by instinctive? Just it happens. Hunger takes place. Thirst takes place. They are instinctive. Bhayam, fear, instinctive. They happens. Whatever happens without your will is called instinctive. Instinctive means whatever happens without your will is called instinctive. Bhayam happens. Fear happens. Hunger happens. Thirst happens. Therefore, they are all instinctive. Desire is instinctive. But human being, life is not totally instinctive, not totally programmed, but human being has given a special quality, that is to desire or not to desire. That extra quality is there in human being. What to desire, what not to desire. If you have that choice, it is not instinctive. If you have that choice, we don't call them as instinctive. Certain things we want, certain things we don't want. But animals, other beings don't have any such a type of choice. They have only one type of desire for survival. You know that words: ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna, samanyam, pashubhihi narana. But the buddhi is given to human beings. Therefore, human beings have got a special ichcha, desire for some other thing also, to make oneself comfortable. What I want, that vishaya, I go for basically from food to water to next. So ichcha is common. Desire is common. This is what we have to know. Survival. For survival's sake, certain things I want. This desire is very common. Even Upanishad says, Paranchikhani vyatranas swayambhuhu parang pashyati. Even Brahmaji created that human being sense organs to go outwards. Paranchikhani vyatranas swayambhuhu. Brahmaji created the human beings with sense organs which are having the nature of going outwards. Parang pashyati. Always see, go outwards. Natural. But this ichcha, we have to refine further. This ichcha is on water. Then we say vishaya ichcha. First, ichcha is natural, kavun. We have understood. Then next step is what? Vishaya ichcha. What ichcha? What is the desire? desire for Vishaya, one object or other. So the Ichcha is converted into Vishaya Ichcha. Like that you have to see refinement of one step. Ichcha is there, natural. Then what for? Vishaya Ichcha. Vishaya Ichcha is that what? Basic needs to fulfill, I need certain objects, therefore called Vishaya Ichcha. Desire for objects. First desire, yes, I agree for that. Then desire for what question comes? Desire for objects. Either to fulfill your basic desires or to make your body more comfort or some entertainment. Whatever may be, that Ichcha later converted into Vishaya Ichcha. Why Vishaya Ichcha? Because to fulfill my basic needs and certain comforts I want to provide to this body. So Vishaya Ichcha. Then next refinement. This is called refinement of Ichcha. How we are refining our own desire. Step by step you have to gradually understand. The Ichcha to Vishaya Ichcha. This Vishaya Ichcha, why you are desirous of object? Because it gives sukham for me, therefore I go for that object. I desire a Vishaya because that Vishaya gives me sukham, therefore I go for that Vishaya. That means you have refined your Ichcha now. Vishaya Ichcha to Sukha Ichcha. I am going for an object, not for object's sake. I am going for food, not for food's sake. That food gives me sukham. Food is the Vishaya. Food gives me sukham. Therefore I go for food because it gives me sukham. That means Sukha Ichcha is there for you. That is why you are having Vishaya Ichcha. Clear? Sukha Ichcha is there. Therefore I want that Vishaya to get Sukha. So what you have done now? You have refined your Vishaya Ichcha, desire for object, into desire for happiness. I desire happiness. I want happiness. You don't like money for money's sake. You don't love money for money's sake. You don't love house for house's sake. You don't love car for car's sake. You don't love food for food's sake. Every blessed thing, whatever you love, you never love for that object's sake. You have to think, this is the basic, our psychology. You don't love any object for object's sake. You love that object or you desire that object for your sukham sake, for your comfort, for your happiness. Therefore, Ichcha to Vishaya Ichcha to Sukha Ichcha. Then the Sukha Ichcha, when you desire that Sukha, you are having, Ichcha means desire for Sukham. This desire for Sukham, what gives Sukham for you, really speaking? You are thinking the Vishaya gives Sukham for me. That Vishaya gives Sukham for me. Then we can ask a question. Can that Vishaya gives Sukham all the time, at all places, under all circumstances? Can that Vishaya, which you are going for, because it gives Sukha for me, therefore I desire that Vishaya. If you put a question, can that Vishaya gives Sukha for you all the time, under all circumstances? But answer is what? No. No is the answer, because that Vishaya cannot give happiness to me all the time under all circumstances. Then I have to refine my Ichha now. This Sukha Ichha also I have to refine, because I thought Vishaya gives Sukha, therefore I go for objects. The Sukha is not available all the time, therefore I have to refine my Sukha Ichha to some other Ichha. What is that some other Ichha? Why you love happiness? Enna kelvi. Why you love happiness? No answer. I want Sukham. Why you want Sukham? What answer you can give? I want Sukham. That is natural. Shastra says, you are searching for Sukham. You are searching for Sukham in objects, but Sukham is not available in objects. Then you ask, then how to get Sukham? Shastra says, Sukham is Atma Swarupam. Sukha is Atma Swarupam. Sukha Ichha has to be refined as Atma Ichha. Yo vai bhuma tat sukham, alpe sukham na asti. Shastra say, whatever is bhuma, that is Brahman, tat sukham, that alone is real sukha swarupam. That alone is sukham. Alpe vishaye sukham na asti. There is no sukha in alpa, meager objects. In meager objects, inferior objects, sukham na asti. That is why even you go for sukham for objects' sake, you go for sukham's sake, you go for objects. But you don't find that sukham all the time under all circumstances. Therefore, Shastra helps us that sukham is Atma. Because it is Atma Swarupam, Sukha Swarupam. Under all circumstances, all the time, that gives you happiness. Previously, you are going for objects to get Sukham. But you have recognized, you have understood that Sukham is not there all the time under all circumstances. Then all the time I want Sukham. For that quest or inquiry, Shastra says, Bhuma tat Sukham, alpe na Sukham asti. Then how to get this Atma, Sukham? So, Ichha to Vishaya Ichha, Vishaya Ichha to Sukha Ichha. Now, Sukha Ichha I have to refine as Atma Ichha. Desire for Atma. Why you want Atma? Because it gives me Sukham. All the way you are desirous of Sukham. Everyone is desirous of Sukham. So, Vishaya Ichha to Sukha Ichha, you have refined your desire for objects into desire for happiness. You have refined your desire for happiness to desire for Atma. You are interested in Atma because it gives Sukham. Therefore, you have refined your desire. How? You have come to Atma Ichha. Then how to get this Atma Sukham? Atma is Sukha Swarupam. How to get Atma's Sukhaswarupam. Sukhaswarupa Atma, how to get it? Then start working for that. It is a big project. Previously I was working with a project with a desire for objects, running towards this object and that object and all. Then I recognized there is no real searching object. I am searching for happiness. That's why they say you can buy a bed, you cannot buy the sleep. You can buy the book, you cannot buy the knowledge. Like that they say. So I am refining my desire from Vishaya to Sukha, happiness. That Sukha also I have refined Atma Sukham. I want Atma because it is Sukha Swarupam. How to get it? Then we start searching for that. For that, Shastra says, you need not search outside. It is not outside. Like any other Vishaya, this Atma is not a Vishaya outside. So what? That Atma is very close to you, very near to you, very proximate to you. Then you ask how to get it, that proximate, nearby, close by Atma, how to get it. Then Shastra says, you need not get it. You cannot get it. Because it is not an object to get it. It is impossible. Why? Because that Atma happens to be you yourself. That Atma happens to be you yourself. Then how to know that Atma is myself, which is Sukham Swarupam? How to know that Atma is myself? Then Shastra says you have to get Jnanam about that Atma. What is that Atma? What is the nature of Atma? How you are that Atma? You have to get knowledge about that Atma. Whereabout. They say, no, whereabout. Whenever anybody missing, they put in the paper. Person is missed. So and so person, color, complexion, like that they put. Like that, we also can put Atma whereabouts now. They want to search for Atma. No, newspaper no put it down. I am searching for Atma, please if you find anywhere, tell me. That is not possible, fortunately or unfortunately. That Atma happens to be you yourself. Then we have to know that you have to understand about that Atma, you have to get Jnanam about that Atma. If you know about that Atma, or if you get knowledge about that Atma, you know that Atma is you are. If you get knowledge about that Atma nature, then you can understand that Atma is you. Then I have to refine my desire now. What? Atma Ichha to Jnana Ichha. Jnana Ichha. Why I want to desire Jnanam, Atma? You desire for Atma. For that sake you have to desire for Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanam is meant to know Atma. Atma is meant to know the Sukham. Sukham is meant to know what? Sukham is for Sukham's sake. I want Sukham. That Sukham is Atma Swarupam. That Atma Swarupam can be known through what? Next question. Atma Ichcha, you have refined to Jnana Ichcha. Now how many steps we have crossed? How much you have refined your desire? Ichcha to Vishaya Ichcha, number 2. Ichcha is number 1. Natural, common, general. Vishaya Ichcha is also common. Desire for objects. That Vishaya Ichcha, because of my Purva Janma Punya, I have recognized that there is no Ichcha really for Vishaya. Really I desire for Sukha. Sukha Ichcha. This is also very common in people. Up to 3 steps common. But you require much more punya to recognize that Sukha Ichcha to refine for Atma Ichcha, you require extra punyam. Up to Ichcha, Vishaya Ichcha and Sukha Ichcha, maximum entire humanity is in that flow. But very, very few people refined their Ichcha from Vishaya to Sukha to Atma, Atma Ichcha. And that Atma Ichcha, later you have refined it to Jnana Ichcha. Then that Jnanam is called Atma Jnana Ichcha. How to get this self-knowledge, which is Sukha Swarupa. Since I want happiness, that Sukham, since Atma happens to the Sukha Swarupam, if I know about that Atma only, I can get the Sukham. Therefore, you require Jnana Ichcha now. How to get Jnana? How to get Jnanam now? Jnana Ichcha alone is called Shravana Ichcha. Jnanam comes only through Shastra, where this Atma subject is discussed. Through that subject, I have to get knowledge, that is Shastram. Shastram alone discuss about Atma. Since I want to get knowledge about Atma, this Atma Jnanam is available in Shastram or the scriptures. Therefore, I have to go for Shastra. Why? I want to get Jnanam. What Jnanam? Atma Jnanam. For what? For Sukham. For Sukha's sake, I have to vote for Atma. To know Atma, I have to vote for Jnanam. To get Jnanam, I have to go for Shastra. Why I have to attend the class now? Understand? Thursday, I have to attend the class where Shastra teaching is going on. We are all having hidden agenda. What is that hidden agenda? I am attending the class, studying scriptures. What for? I want to get knowledge. What knowledge? Self-knowledge. Atma Jnanam. Why you want Atma Jnanam? Because it gives Sukham, Ananda. Now, if this is hidden agenda or not? Hidden agenda. But we don't say publicly. Class ku vanda or nimmadi Swamini, or Anandam, or Sukham. Or Sukham. You see, that Sukha Ichcha to Atma Ichcha, to Jnana Ichcha to Shastra Ichcha. Now you have refined your desire for the study of Shastra. You require extra punyam to get interest in Atma Jnanam, and you require much more punya to get interest in scriptural study. You require extra punyam to get interest in studying scriptures. So, Shastra Ichcha. Now, when I come to Shastra, Athato Brahma Jignasa, Brahma means Atma. May you inquire into Atma. May you inquire into Brahman. Inquire into means study. Shravanam. Yajnavalkya said in Brihadaranyaka Atma va are shrotavyo mantavyo drashtavyo nididhyasitavyaha. If you want Atma Sukham, you have to recognize Atma. To recognize Atma, you have to do Shravanam. If you want Sukham, go for Atma. If you want Atma, you want to get Jnanam. You have to get Jnanam. To get Jnanam, Atma ava are drashtavyaha. May you know the Atma. What you have to do, Maitreyi, for that? Shrotavyaha. May you listen about Atma. May you listen about Atma. Indirectly saying what? May you know about Atma means may you know about yourself. See the statement. Atma va are drashtavyaha. This is the statement. May you know the Atma. Drashtavyaha means there you have to understand. Artham. Oh Maitreyi, you have to understand about the Atma. How to understand? Shrotavyaha. May you listen. May you hear about that Atma. Shrotavyaha. Later mantavyaha nididhyasitavyaha. That Shrotavyaha means Shravanam Kuru ityarthaha. Shravanam Kuru. Listen from the teacher. That Shastra which talks about Atma, may you listen. You require much more punya to get interest in studying Shastra. Clear? Now you are all having punya or not? Extra punyam. So now what is our travel? Ichha to, Vishaya ichha to, Sukha ichha to, Atma ichha to, Jnana ichha to, Shravana ichha, the Shastra ichha. Shastra means here that Shastram which you are going to hear, that Shastram is called Pramanam, whose subject matter is Atma, into which you inquire through the subject Shastram, that is called Shabda Pramanam. Shastram means words and sentences. Shabda Pramanam. Can words and sentences give Atma Jnanam? Can words and sentences give Atma Jnanam? Can they give knowledge about Atma? Words and sentences alone cannot give Atma Jnanam. There is a Vritti Rupa Atma Jnanam, Shabda Rupa Atma Jnanam. That Shabda in the books, it has to be converted into Vritti. Shabda Rupa Atma Jnanam, which is there in the Shastra. The words and sentences contains Atma Vidya. Where is it in Shastram? What do you mean by Shastram? Vedanta Shastram. Your Shastra Ichha is on what type of Shastram? There are many Shastrams. There are many Shastrams. Sankhya Shastra, Yoga Shastra, Nyaya Shastra, Vyakarana Shastra, Sangeeta Shastra, Nritya Shastra. There are so many Shastrams. Which Shastra can give Atma Jnanam? Next question. Sukha Ichha to Atma Ichha. So much of refinement I have done. Every step you are putting so many obstacles how to get. The Sukha Ichcha to Atma Ichcha to Jnana Ichcha to Shastra Ichcha or Shravana Ichcha, that Shastram by itself, any Shastram cannot give that Atma Jnanam. Only Vedanta Shastram, Upanishad alone can give that Atma Jnanam. Upanishad alone can give Atma Jnanam. Then next comes how to study that Upanishad. How to study. How the words can be revealed me. How the words can reveal that Atma, or how the words can give me that Atma Jnanam. For that Shastra says, Guru. You have to go approach a Guru. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Samitpanihi shrotriyam brahmanishtham. Tad vijnananatham sa gurumeva abhigachet. Gurum eva abhigachet. Go near the Guru. Approach a Guru. Now Shastra Ichcha to Guru Ichcha. Appa. Long journey, Swamini. It's very, very long journey. So what? So what? You have to, worth to have this refinement of your desire. From Janma Janmas, Samskara, Punya, we have come to this level. Ichcha to Vishaya Ichcha to Sukha Ichcha to Atma Ichcha to Jnana Ichcha to Shastra Ichcha to Guru Ichcha. And the Guru also, all cannot unfold the Vedanta or Upanishadic words. All teachers, all Gurus cannot open or unfold the Shastra or Atma Vishayam. Only Sampradaya, Guru, traditional Acharyas are only having that key. That is called Sampradaya key. Therefore, we in our culture, we never hold on to one Acharya. One person holding on to one form of that Guru, taking he alone is the Guru, is not our parampara. If you take one person as Guru, this person alone is my Guru, if you say, it is called cult. It is called cult. Gurus are always parampara, lineage we call. Sampradaya means samyak pradiyate, Guru Sishya Rupena. Guru gives to his Shishya. That Shishya will become Guru, and that Guru will give again teaching to next Shishya. Again that next Shishya will become Guru, and that Guru will give teaching to next Shishya. This is called parampara. Paramparaya. Gradually it is coming down from Adi Guru. Therefore we never recommend or we never highlight any cult Guru. We never focus, we should not look towards cults. Cult means what? Nothing else. Vyakti Nishtha. Focused on one Vyakti, one person, wherever one organization, one mission is running after, highlighting one person is called cult. Unfortunately, that cult is increasing day by day in our country, in our culture also now. Unfortunately, that cult is becoming more popular than parampara. People do not know what is cult, what is parampara. Cult is always dangerous. It is not at all for human well-being. Vyakti Aradhana. Vyakti Aradhana is not hygienic. Mental hygiene will never count by Vyakti Aradhana. Vyakti Nishtha, Vyakti Aradhana, or in the form of a guru as a form, a person. If you take, our culture never accepts, because the culture teaching, Vedic teaching, is not belong to one person. Understand? It is not belong, Brahma Vidya is not belong to one person. Therefore, Paramarthananda Swamiji always says, I like that presentation. Guru, a parampara is, Guru is one who holds the Shastra in front, not showing himself, always showing the Shastra, and the Guru moves. All Guru Parampara teachers are behind, Shastra is in front, forefront. And the Guru is passing, showing the Shastra, and Guru moves. The next generation of Guru comes, again showing the Shastra and pass on. The Guru is never focused, in front. That's why till today we do Vyasa Puja. Vyasa Puja represents all Guru Puja only. Therefore we have many Acharyas. Even Shankaracharya himself said, Eirime Gurubhih Purvam Pada Vakya Pramanataha Vyakhyata Sarva Vedanta Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. I bow in front of my all Acharyas who have given and commented upon this Vedic teaching before me itself. Gurubhihi Purvam. Purva means before me. So much parampara is there. Sadasiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryant. That is the parampara Gurus. Therefore, Shastra Guru is very important. Brahmadibhyo Vamsa Rishibhyaha Parama Gurubhyaha. The Namaskara we do to all teachers, Parama Gurubhyaha, my teacher's teacher, my teacher's teacher. Nama Chulramilya Tata, Kodutata, Tata ke Tata Apdi. Grandfather, great grandfather, great great grandfather. Like that for this teaching parampara also. My guru, my guru's guru, my guru's guru's guru, like that if it goes, this is called parampara. If you want Atma Jnanam, you have to come to Shastra. If you want to do Shravanam of Shastra, you have to study from a parampara guru. Not from everyone, because they cannot unfold. This knowledge can be given only by traditional teachers. No one can give this knowledge, those who have not studied Shastra under a competent guru for a length of time. No one can give this knowledge that much easily, because Upanishad means secret. The knowledge is very, very secret. That key is given to the next guru. Next guru, next guru. The guru gives the key to the next Sishya. Then that Sishya is having that key, and that key gives. Adu madri, that key is Sampradaya key. It is called a traditional key. And the teacher mattumda adu open panna mudiyum. Mahavakya, Avantara Vakya, Prakriyas, different way of teaching methods, methodology, techniques, all are that key, whole key, bunch irukum, nariya periya bunch. Adra or main key, and the main key open pannada, inside small lockers are there. Adella open pannanum. Adu ellaru panna mudiyadu. That is why all that parampara gurus, if you study from them only, you can get what? Atma Jnana. What you have to study? Shastra. So Shastra Ichha, you require a parampara guru Ichha. And the guru kitta poida padikkanum. Vera engu padikka. So padicha enna? Padicha enna life waste. Next birth, all the best. So Shastra says, so Guru Ichha. So Guru Ichha for what sake? Not desire for Guru, Guru Ichha for Shastra Ichha. Shastra Ichha for what purpose? Jnana Ichha. Why you want to study Shastra? I want to get Jnanam. What Jnanam? Atma Jnanam. Why you want Atma Jnanam? Sukham. I want Sukham. Ananda. Ananda is in Atma. Atma Sukham alone is Anandam. Atma Sukha is possible only by Atma Jnanam. Atma Jnanam is possible only by Shastra study. Shastra study is possible only with Parampara Guru. That Parampara Guru alone can unfold the Shastra. What is that Shastra? Now let us come. Now we have done refinement of your desire. You have done the refinement. Refinement and the gold refined in the furnace, again they go on changing. So it becomes more and more and shining. In every purification. This is called purification of your desire. We can call it as purification. Samskara. நம்ம desire எப்படி சம்ஸ்காரம் பண்றது? Refining your own desire. Normal gross desire I have refined to Atma Jnana desire. How much you require punya, you know? Lot of karma yoga, upasana yoga, either in this janma or previous janma you might have done. That is why you are having tremendous ichha, desire for Shastra. If that is not there, you cannot continue. Many of you are from past 20 years you are attending my classes. Then the proposed text what I am planning to take is NAISHKARMYASIDDHI. I said 13 years back Paramarthananda Swamiji took this text. I studied this text from Swamiji. So very, very wonderful, excellent, advanced text this is. You require Upanishadic background. Since all Thursdays from 20 years I am taking all advanced texts like Upanishads. And the Upanishadic teaching and Panchadashi we have done, and some Prakarana Grandhas we did. Small Prakarana Grandhas I took many. Therefore, I thought I can take this Shravana Pradhana Grantha NAISHKARMYASIDDHI. It is a Shravana Pradhana Grantha NAISHKARMYASIDDHI. Now this NAISHKARMYASIDDHI whole teaching is based on Upanishad only. NAISHKARMYASIDDHI written by Sureshwaracharya, a great Acharya of Adi Shankaracharya Parampara, one of the great disciple of Adi Shankaracharya. That Sureshwaracharya wrote this NAISHKARMYASIDDHI based on the Upanishadic teaching. All Acharyas write all Prakarana Grandhas based on Upanishads. This is one of the Siddhi Grantha. All Siddhi Granthas are all advanced like MPhil. MSc, MPhil, post-graduation mela from PhD. MPhil, PhD like that, no. Like that NAISHKARMYASIDDHI. If you have Upanishadic background, you can enjoy this NAISHKARMYASIDDHI. I said Upanishadic background. Upanishad alone is presented in Sureshwaracharya's words. What do you mean by Upanishad? Upanishad means secret. Atma is always a secret. So the secret teaching, one meaning of Upanishad. Secret teaching. Why it is secret? It has got many other meanings also. Another meaning of Upanishad, Vedanta Shastra, you have to study to get Atmajnana. What do you mean by Vedanta Shastra? Vedanta, another name is Upanishad. Vedanta, other name is Upanishad. What do you mean by Upanishad? All of you, many of you know, especially who have attended my all Upanishad classes, many times I have explained about the Upanishad. But anyhow, this is an introduction. Better let us recollect the meaning of the Upanishad. Upa means near, close by. Samipyarthe upa. Samipyam, nearby, close by, proximate. That is the meaning of Upa. In Upanishad there are three words, Upa plus Ni plus Shad. And you join together Upanishad. Upa means close by, nearby, that which is very proximate to me. Upa. Ni means Nischaya Jnanam. Nischaya Jnanam, firm knowledge. In that Upanishad, the Ni word is Nischaya Jnanam. Ni stands for Nischaya Jnanam, firm knowledge. Firm knowledge about what? That which is nearby. Upa, Ni. Nischaya Jnanam about that subject matter which is close by, nearby. What is nearby, close by? That is Atma. Atma is very close by, very nearby, very proximate. Therefore, Nischaya Jnanam about Atma is called Upani. What it does, this Nischaya Jnanam about Atma, what it does now? It does Shad. The word is Sadlu Dhatu. Sadlu, when it joins with Upani, it becomes Sha. Shad, because of grammar rule. Sadlu means what? That which destroys. The destroyer. Sad means to destroy, that which destroys. The destroyer of what? Destroyer of samsara. The destroyer of samsara. Now, whole meaning of this Upanishad is Atma Jnanam is that which removes, which destroys my sorrow. Sorrow destroyer. In short, Upanishad means sorrow destroyer. Destroyer of sorrow. Upanishad is that which gives self-knowledge. By giving the self-knowledge, it destroys my sorrow. Is the meaning of Upanishad. Another name is Vedanta. That portion which comes at the end of the Veda is called Veda Anta. Upanishad comes that Samhita Bhaga, Brahmana Bhaga, Mantra Bhaga, then this Upanishad Bhaga. Another name of this Vedanta is Uttara Mimamsa. Uttara Mimamsa Shastram. Uttara Mimamsa Shastram or Vedanta Shastram or Upanishad, same meaning, synonyms. Upanishad. There are many other meanings also. I hope this meaning is sufficient for us now. Now this Shastra Pramanam. Vedanta is the Pramanam. Shastram is called Pramanam. Upanishad is Pramanam. Pramanam means instrument. Instrument. What instrument does? Instrument means what? Instrument. Instrument serves or it helps us to get something. For example, your ears are instruments. Your ears are instruments. For what purpose? To hear the sounds. So ears are called pramanam, instruments. To get shabda jnanam. Ears are the pramanam. It serves like instruments to get sound knowledge. Correct, Dane? Sound knowledge comes through the Shrotra Indriyam. Therefore it is called Pramanam. Through which I get knowledge is called Pramanam. Sound knowledge is called Prameyam. About which you get knowledge is called Prameyam. 4 words you have to understand, whether you like it or not. 4 technical terms you have to note and remember all the way. So, Pramanam, Prameyam. Pramanam is called instrument, instrument of knowledge. A instrument which gives knowledge, called instrument of knowledge. Instrument of knowledge, which knowledge is Shrotra Indriyam instrument gives us? Shabda Jnanam. What knowledge is? Sound knowledge. Prameyam. So Pramanam, Prameyam clear now. Who gets this sound knowledge? Pramata gets Prameya Shabda Jnanam through Pramanam. Hearer, Pramata. The subject, I the subject, hearer, am using the Pramanam, Shrotra Indriyam to get Shabda Jnanam. So Pramata, subject, Pramanam, instrument, Prameyam, object. Subject, object, instrument. Sanskrit words. Pramata, the subject. Pramanam, the instrument. Prameyam, the object. Then Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam, when they come together, what comes is Prama, knowledge. Shabdam is there, but Jnanam, the Jnanam is called Prama. Shabdam is Prameyam, its knowledge is called Prama. All 4 pra, you have to remember. I, the subject, Pramata, make use of ears, Pramanam, to know the Shabda, the sound, object that is Shabdam is called Prameyam. Once Pramata, I and the Pramanam come together and I get Shabda Jnanam, Prameya Jnanam, that Jnanam is called Prama. Pramata, Pramanattinal, Prameyatai, Pramavaga, Arihindran. Pramana Jnanam. Prama. So, Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam. What comes? Prama comes. This is example. What? Shrotra Indriyam, Shabda Jnanam, the hearer is example. Now apply this to Atma Jnanam. I want to get Atma Jnanam. Who? This NAISHKARMYASIDDHI student want to get Now Panchadashi student are entered into NAISHKARMYASIDDHI class. So previous room to next advanced room they have come. Room adeda. Analu we are all advanced. Sir. So I am the Pramata. I want to know. What I want to know? Atma. So Atma comes under what now? The object of knowledge. Prameyam. I want to know Prameyam. Atma, the Prameyam. So I am the Pramata. Since I want to know the Atma, Atma comes under Prameyam. Now, what is the Pramanam? What brings the Pramata and Prameyam together? Pramanam. Here, Pramanam is Shastram, Upanishad, Vedanta. Vedanta is the Pramanam. Shastra Pramanam. So, I, the Pramata, the seeker, the pursuer, the sadhaka, Pramata, want to get Prameya, that is Atma, Jnanam, through Shastra, medium, Pramanam, instrument. I get Prama. What Prama? Atma Prama. Atma Jnanam. So Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam and Prama. Outcome is Prama. Now 4 are clear? Very clear. But in spite of 20 years of study, how many students are able to claim I am Atma? Question comes. In spite of studying from past 20 years, 1998 I have started this Mailapur class. 1998. After 2008 and 2018, going to complete 20 years. In spite of studying after 20 years, boldly, I am Atma only, I cannot be other than Atma. But how many students can claim? Boldly, I am Atma only. No doubt in that. But all students are not able to claim, I am Brahman only. What is the doubt regarding that? There is no doubt at all. அப்படி சொல்லலாமே தைரியமா. Who are you? என்ன சுவாமினி, நீங்க தானே டீச் பண்ணல 20 வருஷமா. நான் ஆத்மாதான், எனக்கு தெரியாதா, இன்னும் ஜோக் பண்றேன், அப்படிதான் சொல்லணும் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். நீங்க சொல்லுவேடா எனக்கு தெரியும். If anyone suppose not able to understand why they are not able to grasp, is it the mistake of Shastra? Is the Pramana doshama? Is there any dosha in Pramana? Why all people, after attending many years, studying Bhagavad Gita 2 times and studying Upanishads and Prakarana Granthas, in spite of that, why they cannot boldly claim I am Brahman, I am Atma only? Because is there any dosha with regard to Pramata or Pramanam or Prameyam? Enga irukku dosham? Is that dosha is within that Shastra, or dosha is in the Pramanam? Shastra means Pramanam. Or that dosha is in Prameyam, is in Atma, or that dosha is in Pramata, the seeker. இந்த மூணுல ஏதோ ஒரு இடத்துல தோஷம் இருக்கணும் இல்லையா? Or in the Guru who is teaching. அது கூட சொல்லிக்கலாம். So, Guru means only Shastra. Guru, Shastra, Pramana together. Is there Guru Sahita, Shastra Sahita, Guru Doshama? Or Atma Vile Dosham Irka? Illa and Enduda Mandai Dosham Irka. Kandi Pudikano. What is dosha? If any dosha anywhere it is there, we have to correct. First we have to diagnose where is dosha. We have to disprove the dosha is not here, not here, not here, but it is here. We have to find out. Then we have to treat that dosha, and we have to start giving knowledge. Where is that dosha? That we will see in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.